Planet Planet of the Apes I reviewed last week, and now we are talking about the second Planet of the Apes movie, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. I'm talking about all 9 of these movies and lead up to Rise of the Planet of the Apes, or not Rise, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. My bad. There's 10 of these Planet of the Apes movies now, counting that one. So, excuse me if I mix up some names of some of these movies. Yeah, this is this one I was really excited to talk about because I wasn't really sure what I was gonna think about it, because I remember watching all these movies. I think it was during COVID or sometime during 2021, and I love these movies, all of them, even the bad ones. But I sat here and I was kind of like, what am I gonna think? So I popped it in, and I gotta say, the reason why I was excited to talk about it is I thought this movie was gonna be bad, like I remember, because this movie kind of is bad, but it's not. But it also has a lot more I appreciate about it this time. So what I really like about this movie is the first movie, you got these astronauts, and they set you up and they introduce you to this Planet of the Apes, world. You get that great twist. Oh, it was Earth all along, and you see all that. But this movie actually shows you a little bit more of, hey, there's some different tribes, there's different species of these apes, there's different belief philosophies, was how some of them treat humans. Majority of them kind of agree and think alike, but still, there's some differing opinions here, and that may lead to other things. So there is a world that's actually built out here, and that's interesting. Where this movie falters is this feels like a kind of lesser episode of The Twilight Zone. Where basically the humans from the last movie, the few that survived, anyways, they go underground and they meet what they think are humans, and they find out they have these weird powers, and it turns out they're not humans. They're people who can remove their skin, and I'm not even joking about all this. This is legit what happens in the movie, and they apparently worship an atomic bomb, and then it blows up, and from what it looks like, there's no survivors, which we learn in 3 that I'll talk about next week that there is. But it's kind of like, it's bonkers, it's weird, and it's only a movie that would have made sense when this movie came out. I don't really, it felt like, okay, this is like one of those lamer twists from one of the lesser episodes of The Twilight Zone, right? Or something. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I thought it was just kind of weak with all that stuff. I thought the first act, first couple acts where you're learning about these different tribes of apes, and you're kind of seeing a lot more of that. It's just whenever they start going underground, this movie loses me. It goes off the rails. It feels very dated and bad at that point. It just does not work. But I still really love this movie for all its goofiness with that stuff. Because at the end of the day, that stuff is so goofy that I'm not bored by it. I'm more just laughing at how bad it is. I can't call it a good movie with that stuff in it, but I can at least still say I like some things in this movie that I appreciated.